Thanks for joining me for another ride. I've received a decent amount of feedback of different topics and different things that people would like me to, kind of share my thoughts on. I don't think I have any better thoughts about probably half of this stuff than many of you. Feel free to provide as much feedback as you want, but I also know a lot of people are questioning kind of what we have going on with our foundation and what exactly it is. There's people that say they want to get involved because of all the posts or they're seeing it. What exactly is it? It's a good and a bad thing for us, right? Because people are starting to notice and take notice how fast our foundation is growing and the people wanting to get involved, and they're seeing it, of course, all over social media, and that's good. But bad because our mission and vision isn't clearly portrayed. Hopefully I can kind of give you all perspective into where it all came about. And a lot of it started from me coaching in high school. And my first year there was kind of eye-opening for me, mainly due to the fact of how sports in general, they're really dying. I'm sure other schools have more participation than others, but as a whole, they really are. And statistically, it's been proven that they're dying. So I started coaching lacrosse, and then I also started noticing a massive skill gap. And I started wondering, man, why is this skill gap? Where's it even coming from? What's causing it? I know it wasn't purely athleticism, because I could see that there are some athletes that just weren't good. And then a lot of it started to come to light when I noticed that there were kids who couldn't afford to play and pay to play, and couldn't afford to do the off-season stuff where it's really huge in order to develop yourself as an athlete. I started noticing the rec leagues were dying because a lot of kids that were playing in those once before are now going into the club leagues. From there, you have the more skilled players going into club leagues, and then you have the rec players that are, they're playing there for the fun of it and to be involved. But of course, either parents don't have the money or don't want to put forth the money. So it started to crush me, because I was seeing that there's kids that wanted to do these things though, and that they just didn't have the opportunity. And initially I got started with doing a men's league. It was called the Reindeer Games Lacrosse League. The goal for that was to raise money for half of it to go towards the Blessings in a Backpack. It's a nonprofit organization, and they put food on the table or provide food for kids who are homeless or who can't afford to purchase certain school materials that that a lot of people take for granted that their families can afford. And then the other half was to get donated to the high school that I coach, for the kids to purchase equipment or purchase apparel. And then it just kind of grew from there. My idea took off to, why not start a foundation to where we provide an opportunity for kids to play at competitive level and travel level type sports for free in exchange for community service, leadership development. And it really just blossomed from there. It just kept growing and growing, and I was shocked to see how many people actually really bought into the mission. It's funny because there's a lot of people that you're never going to make it work in it, but I see it every day. It's working. It's going to happen. And our vision is to really bridge the opportunity and cultural gap in youth sports, to where we're providing those opportunities. We're creating multi-sport athletes and promoting multi-sport athletes, to where you're not just in this one culture or subset of individuals, be it soccer, lacrosse, hockey, basketball, football, but you're getting to experience different personalities of people who would typically play in each sport or have grown from the people around them. Key City Foundation, we will provide free sports in exchange for community service, leadership development, creating multi-sport athletes, because if you also want to play in college, then college coaches are really looking for multi-sport athletes, because then your body also isn't as torn down. From there, our vision is to truly bridge the opportunity and cultural gap. And if you want to be a part of our mission, of course, this isn't my spiel. Like, yeah, please reach out to me. If you don't know what it is with that foundation and how we're growing it and what we're building, this is what it is. This isn't anybody's full-time job that's doing it. It's not my full-time job, but it's something that gives me a lot of joy and fulfillment, seeing that it progress and seeing people just come together for something greater than themselves. And if you're not already doing that, then find something to do that. There's so many ways that you can use your skills, your talents, your abilities to give back and not expect anything in return. Because at the end of the day, making money is great, and it's going to help out and help people be able to help out more. Being able to see and use your own hobbies in a way to give back, to where it's like you're not expecting anything in return. You can't explain that feeling. And I know it's not for everybody. It can literally be anything at all. Just get out there, give back. Don't stop thinking about ways that you can use what you're good at to present your gifts to the world. And if you want to learn more about the foundation, go to keycityfoundation.com. If you want to see our team, it's constantly growing. If you're interested in becoming a board member, we have board member positions that we're looking to fill. And then if you just want to be a general volunteer, we have volunteers now that are continually coming. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that are telling me, especially ones that work in the club sports industry, that it's not possible, but it is possible, and it will be possible. And our foundation is going to make a difference, and it will change the landscape of youth sports and how we view them and how we attack them. Happy Friday. Get out and do something good. I'll see y'all.